Oh, here we are, going live for the people. And just so you guys know where my channel is, and we just recently rolled out this new website. So it's called ChewBridge, ChewBridge.com. And this is something that's going to give you information about the place in Japan I'm at, but it's also a platform for me to launch my personal brand. But as you see what I'm doing, hopefully you guys are going to get involved and launch your personal brand. And this is just basically something that doesn't cost money. But, right now, it's something that I'm definitely extending to the people that already know me, already around my channel. We're already community. But this is just the kind of things that we're going to do so that this blows up and gets even more popular. Because although it is something that is free to get involved with, there is going to be a definite value that we are providing. I have been in Japan now I first came in 1994, but then after there was a lot of different experiences I had being an exchange student, teaching English, getting married here, having kids. But more importantly, I've connected to so many Japanese people, and that was a process. But now I've connected to the right people. And so now I'm in a situation where we are just collaborating in a platform that not only extends to you guys, but see, I'll tell you about what the value Japan has to offer. It is the land of companies. Japanese culture, Japanese language. Perhaps I could say, let's learn Japanese. Let's go to Japan. Let's learn this. And you might say, well, I don't really need that. And why should I be interested in that? Okay, everything is sales. And I'll tell you why, is because in a situation now with America, for example, the United States, where we have definitely a long way to go to rebuild our communities with giving the amount of companies that it needs so that we're productive. And rather than advocating this top-down solution and people are looking to their leaders, we need a balance of people in the community that are going to ask regular people to now step up your game and be leaders, okay? You have to stop complaining. You have to stop looking for a solution outside yourself. I'll tell you right now, with me, what you need to do. And these are steps we're taking through my channel that you'll get into knowing just what you need to do. And we're not talking about trickle down, okay? We're talking about trickle up, okay? The solution is you. Look no farther than the mirror, all right? But I'm going to tell you actually how to do that. There is already a lot of activity that's happening between America and Japan. And whether you know it or not, this is occurring. My son is nuts. Yep. So, whether you know it or not, there's a lot that's already going on, but you're not going to be able to be a part of it unless you actually, help, and reach out to the Japanese people that I'm connected to, because I'm here and the function I serve to them is I help them speak English. Without me, they'd have no chance to speak it. Japan doesn't have as much diversity as America does. And you've heard it, diversity is our greatest strength. And that's true, okay? There's a difference, though, between diversity and multiculturalism. And, America does have a culture. But unfortunately, how are you going to sell American culture to another American? And so you guys have access in America to a product, but you guys aren't finding your customers, okay? But now I have your customers. But Japan isn't just another country. Japan actually has something of value that we actually need in America. So there is an exchange, okay? It's not a one-way transaction. This is a two-way street. This is a symbiosis. Just like humans are breathing in oxygen produced by trees, we are producing CO2, which the trees use. There's a symbiosis there, okay? And Japan and America definitely had this relationship back in the day, but now there's another country on the block, of course, we all know, China, okay? So China is a manufacturing company. China and Japan are actually, they are rivals, okay? And, but there's two different ways that China, made its ascendancy, okay? And a lot of it had to do with their forced technology transfers. Okay, whatever. Not a big deal. But America was purposely invested in by the United States. And so, America's already invested in Japan. But now they're doing their thing, and we have to also know that we have to get a return on our investment. But, we also have to do it in a way that we're giving back. Japan spend so much money learning English, and but the way they see it is that if they want to learn English, they need to pay money for something, okay? So Japanese have the same situation. They're all surrounded by people who have the same problem as them, and they have their manufacturing, but they're surrounded by Japanese who have the same access to manufacturing, okay? America and Japan connecting is such a big thing, and it costs nothing to you. You're not doing anything. You're on social media all the time because you're on Facebook, So now I'm just telling you that instead of being on Facebook as a distraction, because your time is so divided. You're on Facebook when you're not working. You're at your job, but you don't have enough money and you want to do something. You see Americans promoting this online entrepreneurship, but they're all like, yeah, pay money, and then once you pay money, you'll make money. And, but then you buy the product, you try to make money, and then it didn't work like you thought it was, right? They had such a good sales pitch. And then in the end, they don't give you, you don't get what you thought you got. Oh, you got to pay a little bit more money and you get it, okay? This is not that way, okay? This is I'm totally in the sharing economy. I'm an extension of your time in Facebook. This costs you no money. And it's weird. The logic of people is that if I sold it to you for an expensive price of what I'm really selling, I'd probably get a lot more interest. And that's the same thing with English. I could offer Japanese cheap English lessons and they wouldn't take it seriously. And I charge them so much money and they take it seriously. So it's like we people, we have our opinions, but we're not always the right judge, okay? And so rather than in our head just thinking of how things are supposed to be and what our way of the world is, I'm asking you to actually try and do, attempt to get involved and, see how things go and then fail. But do it first, recognize the value I'm giving you. Yeah, recognize the value I'm giving to you rather than me having to, explain it to you. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing and dedicated it and going all in if there wasn't value. So, why do you know me? Are we just acquaintances, or are you going to at least trust that I'm trying to give you something of value? So anyway, I'm just on Facebook Live, at least telling you that this is my YouTube channel. We're going to be diving into this more, and I'll be providing more value. So this is just inviting you to see where I'm at. Get on it. If you could, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do those things that all the other YouTube people tell you to do. If you have any questions, you get at me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. This is what we got to do. But, I'll tell you what's in the works is that now I'm going to be approaching these Japanese companies, and on our website, ChuBridge, ChuBridge.com, ChuBridge, you're actually going to see not just where I live and what's there, but also we're going to be approaching these companies. And as we're teaching them English, we open up the floor for a lot of you to get involved and do an internship at these companies. And while you're doing these internships, you're also going to have your smartphone. You're going to be doing your own social media campaigns so that you're going to open up new revenue streams for these companies and yourself. This symbiosis, it's a win-win situation. I can't even tell you how much experience I've had in this. And I used to be a headhunter in Tokyo, calling up Japanese companies, introducing them to foreign companies, knowing why I could do that, because at foreign companies, they'd get promotions, they'd use English. It's just, I want to tell you more about that. And this is just something you're not going to get, So I noticed there's so many people out there that have so many likes and comments. And, I'm not usually somebody that gets likes and comments, but fine, that's right. I'm under the radar. So, hopefully you guys are going to love it and respect that. And we're going to talk soon. All right? So keep me in mind. Nice to talk to you all. Peace. Yes.